On a Wednesday morning, you know what to do. Tune into the podcast just for a few. I'll be your guide with tips for your trade. Business success, that's what we'll create. They call it private practice, a world of its own, where entrepreneurs thrive and dreams are grown. From marketing strategies to financial know-how, I'll share the secrets, come on and take a bow. Welcome to the Private Practice Podcast, where I'll help you thrive and we'll have a blast. Tune in every Wednesday, and you'll soon see your business success. It starts with me.
Welcome to another episode, Wednesday edition. So all about private practice business tips, tools and processes that you can use and implement straight away. So today I thought what I'd do is share my tech stack, because I often get asked what am I using in my private practice, and I guess my business is, like so many of yours, quite varied now. Started off with counselling and now we've got all these other things going on, don't we? So without any further ado, let me just dive right in. So when it comes to the actual private practice, as you probably know if you've been following me for a while, I use Halaxy. I use Halaxy because when I first started my private practice, I couldn't afford, in inverted commas, proper software. Turns out Halaxy is more than proper software, and it is used by doctors' clinics around Australia. I love it. I haven't looked back. I've never changed. In saying that, I do have experience with Clinico and Power Diary. And my experience there is that I just prefer Halaxy. I really like their customer support. They answer the phone within the first 5 rings. They'll stay on the call with you until you've sorted out whatever it is. They'll say, if you want to set up your online booking system, for example, they'll say, all right, now click here, now click there, tick that box, don't tick that box. And they'll stay with you and make sure that it's all working. So I love that level of support. I'm not affiliated with any of the products I'm about to tell you about either. This is just what I'm using day to day. The other thing that I use with Halaxy is Xero. So my accountant has connected Xero to that. So I think I pay about $50 a month for Xero. I pay $77 a week for my accountant, but it just means that everything else gets done and I don't have to worry about it. So they're 2 pieces of tech right there. Then I use Google Workspace. And the reason that I made the transition from Zoom, Microsoft 365, Microsoft Outlook, all those other kinds of things, was because I wanted to streamline the business and simplify it. So last year, the word for the year was simplify. And this is what happened, moved everything over to Google Workspace. It was great because now I have Google Calendar. It includes, it's replaced Zoom with Google Meets, but I use I think it's called, I don't remember because I signed up, but I think it was called Business or Business Plus or Standard Plus or something. So it's got all the encryptions. So I've done that. It includes all my Word documents, my sheets, all of that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm using and email, of course. And the good thing about when you get Google Workspace, you pay for it. I think I pay $40 a month. It includes all of those things, but you can get, although you're on Gmail, your email links to your domain. So my email is support@brooklynstorm.com, even though it's via Gmail. So that's what I really love about it, because I don't think Gmails are very professional, and I don't know about you, but it just makes me feel a bit uncomfortable. Like, is this person a real business? Is it a real private practice if they're using Gmail? To me, it just, I don't know. If my lawyer was using a Gmail account or my dentist was using Gmail, I'd be like, this doesn't feel right. This feels a bit dodgy, and I'd move on to somebody else. But that might just be me. Totally up to you. Now, outside of those sorts of things, so that's how I deliver everything. I keep everything in Google Drive. So when I'm giving forms and documents to clients, they're all just in Google Drive. I've still got a bunch in Dropbox, but that's basically how I'm managing the everyday aspects of the business. Outside of that, the other part of my business is memberships. So I really, really love memberships. I've got 2 courses and a couple of memberships, and everything with those is housed on a platform called Thrivecart. So Thrivecart is something that I came across upon a recommendation. I was with MemberVault and I really loved MemberVault, but then the fees started, going up, and I wasn't really getting that much traction with my MemberVault account, and I needed somewhere else. So somebody recommended Thrivecart. I went and checked it out. What got me to invest with them was that it felt like a lot of money at the time. I think it cost me about, in total, I think it cost me about $1,000 or maybe $1,100 as a one-off payment. But that gave me the actual platform, and then it gave me the add-on of being able to host my memberships and my courses and everything in there. And the reason that I liked it as well was because not only can I host all my things in there, like my memberships, my courses, my printables, my journals, my planners, my wallpapers, anything that I'm selling, I can keep in there. But it also includes sales pages with templates. It includes checkout with templates. You can connect it to your email so that you can deliver whatever people are purchasing, and it connects with your payment processor. So I use Stripe and sometimes PayPal, but mostly I use Stripe. So it connects with Stripe, and that has just been a piece of cake. It was a learning curve initially, but I'm well and truly past that now. And what I really like about it too is that they reinvest and constantly upgrade. And then the other thing, I don't know if I mentioned this or not already, is that it was a one-time fee. So I'm not paying any monthly fees. I'll never pay for it again. I've had it for 4 or 5 years. The other thing that I liked about it was that they said that if I joined, that they would guarantee I'd make that investment back within the first 30 days. So that gave me confidence, and I did make that $1,100 back in the first 30 days. So I'm back in the black now, and it was just really, really easy. So everything that I do is there. For my videos, I've got a couple of things. So I use a camera on my Mac. So I've got a Mac desktop. It's probably, I don't even know what year it is. I'm just going to click my little Mac and see about this Mac. Oh, it doesn't tell me what year it is, but I would say I've had it for maybe 3 or 4 years. Perhaps it's due for an upgrade. I don't know. Like, it seems to be working just fine, but I use that, and I have a Logi Tech camera. That's the HD 1080 pixel. That's what I use. I really like it because it draws light into the lens, and that's fantastic for especially when it's like darker in this space that I'm in. So I love it for that. What else do I use for my podcasts? I use GarageBand, which was free software that came with the Mac. I started off with a snowball telephone. Why did I say telephone? Microphone. And then I ended up swapping it for a Yeti. And it's the style that I've got is called a Yeti Blue, which interesting because it's actually white. And the reason that I swapped was because the snowball was great, but I just wanted to upgrade all my stuff. I went through this phase of wanting to upgrade my tech, and so I got the Yeti. To be honest, I think they're probably both about the same price, but I really like this better because it's really easy to use. It was really easy to set up, and it looks quite professional. And I really like having a white microphone because everything in my space is boho and white. So it just fits with the decor. So I use that. I also use Apple AirPods because I find that they help reduce the noise when I'm recording and things like that. So that's what I'm using. And then I record everything here and then I save it to iCloud and then I upload it to software called Podbean. And Podbean, again, is free software, and anybody can go and start an account there. It's really easy to get set up. And yeah, twice a week, I just upload my MP3 from the podcast. I write a short description and then I just publish it. And the reason that I went with Podbean was because they were the leader at the time of distribution. And that was really, really important to me. My podcast is now at over 90,000 downloads, and I just couldn't be happier with that. My podcast helps me connect with my audience by being a space where I can provide free content that's really valuable and useful for them. And I love being able to do that. That's really important for me. That's my purpose in life. Like helping other people, it's totally my purpose. And so it's a joy to be able to use these podcasting opportunities as a way of doing that. So I love podcasting so much, and that's the equipment that I use for that. For other digital products, I use a few things. So the main one is Canva. I use the paid version of Canva. I think it's about $20 a month, but I make more than $20 a month from selling products on Canva. So it pays for itself. It's not a cost that I'm just sending money out into the universe. It's a cost that I send the money out and I get like tenfold the money back. So it's a no-brainer for me. I really love it. I was very fortunate to be one of the people that got the glow up recently. So I've got access to all these new features now on Canva that a lot of other people don't. And I'm really enjoying having a play with them. But I use Canva for everything, for making presentations, for any public speaking that I'm doing, for creating social media posts. I really love to use it to schedule posts to Facebook and Instagram. So it's really helpful like that. I really love that I can upload video to it and then I can make some great video posts for my social media and for my emails. So it just works. I really love it so much. I love that I can make template links and just share templates with many people that I work with and in my memberships and my students, because it means that I get to help them in an even better way. Like, who doesn't want my actual template to do something as opposed to a PDF that they've got to download, right? It's much better for me to give you my template so you can go and tweak it and change it and use it and do all the things that you want to do. So I love Canva for that reason, and it's so easy to use. Apart from with this recent upgrade, I did have a little bit of like, oh, where's this gone and where's that gone? But now it's okay. I'm all good with it. So I think for the most part, that's probably most of my tech. I'm just looking around and thinking, is there anything else that I'm really using in the business? Oh, yeah. Email campaigns. So I love to use Flowdesk for my emails because it's just so beautiful. It's really beautiful. They give you all these beautiful templates. I never use them. I always go, can you believe this? They've got so many different templates for selling things, templates for getting signups and enrollments, templates for having a sale and things like that. And they list them all down the side in a menu on the left. And also there's a little category there for plain text. I always click on plain text. I don't know why. But anyway, they've got all these beautiful templates that you can choose from, and they've got a really high open rate because they're so beautiful. So that's great because it helps all the algorithms. But then the other thing that I really love about it is the segmentation. So it's just really easy to segment your audience. And when you can do that, of course, things happen, like you get more enrollments, bookings, inquiries, sales, less unsubscribes. I was going to say unsubscription. All those kinds of things happen for you too. So I really love Flowdesk. I know other people use things like MailerLite and ConvertKit and MailChimp, and I used to use MailChimp too. But I just found MailChimp a little bit clunky and I just didn't feel good using it. Flowdesk is just really clean. It's so clean. It's all just beautiful and I love it so much. I'm going to put links to the tech that I'm using in the show notes, and some of them will be affiliate links. But I want you to be able to at least see what I'm using and make a decision for yourself. Is this something you want to use too? And if you have any questions about anything, of course, you can let me know. Just trying to think, is there anything else? I think I've tried so hard to just really keep the business so simple. And in saying that, one of the other things that I use that keeps everything really simple for me is a program, it's a membership that I'm a member of called Secret Weapon. And this is where I get a lot of my templates that I then download. I make them my own and then I sell them. And so from selling these templates, I actually make a few $100s a week, which might not sound like much to you, but actually it all adds up. If you're getting, say, $300 a week, let me get my little calculator here. If you're making $300 a week, cancel print job. Sorry, I was just trying to print something before I came on here on my phone, printing from my phone. Yeah, $300 a week is about $1,200 a month. And over the course of a year, that's an extra $15,600. So it adds up. It's really good. And I use that money for my own supervision, for my own business coaching, for my own marketing support, things like that. So it is really worth it. When you become better at selling, of course, the sales increase. And there was a time there where I was getting between $500 and $800 a week from selling my own digital products. But as I said, a lot of them, because I just don't have time like you, I'm super busy. And sometimes I'm just like, I don't have time to actually start something right from scratch, because the process of creating a digital product from scratch is like, you got to think about what's the result, what's the transformation, what are they going to get, what's the best way I can give them this outcome, is it going to be a workbook, is it going to be a worksheet, You got to go through all of that, and then it's going to be like spending ages in Canva choosing what page am I going to include. Will I include a habit tracker? Will I include a calendar? Will I include lined pages? Am I going to include quotes? And then you lose time looking for your images and things like that. So for me, it's just so much easier to pay $20 a month for Secret Weapon, or whatever it is. I think it's $20 or $30 a month for Secret Weapon. And they've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of products that you can download and sell as your own after you edit them. So this is another option, and it's totally worth it. Again, I make my money back on that, not a problem. And then speaking of images, as you probably are aware, like, you shouldn't be using the stock images that come with things like your website, or like your website builder. It's going to have, images that it draws upon, like from Pexels and Pixabay and Unsplash and places like that. But you might not be aware of this, but when you use those images, search engines like Google, for example, say, you know what, she's not really giving her website that much love. She's using these like heavily saturated, heavily used images as so many other websites are using. What Google really loves is original content, and anything where you're not going to find masses of it online. And for that reason, I get most of my images from a place called Inspired Stock Shop. So again, I will put all the links in here, don't worry. But I use Inspired Stock Shop because it's got like beautiful, fresh images. And for me, they suit the vibe of my practice. They might not suit yours, but if you're someone who is working in a space or has an interest or a vibe of the practice that's a little bit around spirituality, like you like crystals, sage, incense, you like mandalas, you like the different occasions like the equinoxes and the solstices and things like that, then this is a place where you can go. They give you, every month I get new stock images that I can use, plus they give me a dashboard where each day of the week there's like an image and a caption and the hashtags. So I don't even have to come up with my own content if I don't want to. I mean, I don't use that. I always make up my own content, but it's good to know that it's there because I don't know, you might not be like me. You might be like, oh, I wish somebody could just do it for me. They've done it for you. Okay. All you have to do is literally copy and paste it into your Instagram or your Facebook and you're good to go. So I really love Inspired Stock Shop. The other thing that I use is for my website, I use GoDaddy. And again, I really, really love it because it's just so easy to use. Everything's drag and drop, done for you templates, easy change the colors, easy change the theme. I'm in GoDaddy regularly, like and I really just find it so easy to use. One of my favorite things to do is every fortnight, I make a little appointment in my calendar to go and do my SEO. So I will check my SEO every single fortnight. I'll go through and give everything a revamp, and it just keeps everything really nice and fresh. And it's got some metrics on it that you can use to gauge the effectiveness of your website. And mine is sitting at 98 out of 100, which says that it's performing at in the top 2% of all websites for therapists. So this tells me that my website my website is actually doing a great job of getting me inquiries, getting me work, getting me bookings. People are staying on it and looking around for a long time. And all those things are adding up. And my website works for my business, right? If your website isn't working for your business, it's like just a placeholder in the ether, okay? And it's not doing anything for you. We need to change that. And yeah, the other sort of tech that I use from time to time is I will use, it's not really tech, but it's a website. From time to time, I'll go to Fiverr. So if I'm just really busy and I don't have time to do something, I'll just outsource it to somebody on Fiverr or Airtasker. Again, just a few quick tips with that because, in the beginning, I had horrible experiences in terms of not getting what I thought I'd been paying for. And it was just because I didn't know how to request a job properly. So quick tip, if you want them to make something for you for your private practice, please give them all of your hex codes and give them your brand board. So your brand board, if you're in Private Practice 101, become a certified private practice, you've got your brand board in there, you're fine. And you do if you're in More Clients, the Marketing Essentials program for private practice, you're fine too. But for those of you who don't have one, maybe make one. It will just ensure that things come back in your colors and in your vibe and in your style for your private practice, and you'll save yourself a whole lot of time, money, drama, and headaches. So that's the tech that I'm using in my private practice. If you have any questions about the tech that I'm using, please don't hesitate to reach out and let me know. I'm more than happy to answer them for you. All up in the space of a month, I think I spend maybe about $100 on my tech, if that. Just wanted to do this little episode for you today in case you're wondering, what do I need and what's all the expenses going to be from a tech perspective. Okay, so I hope this was really helpful for you. Have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday, and I'll see you in the Saturday episode. Bye for now.
On Wednesday morning, you know what to do. Tune into the podcast just for a few. I'll be your guide with tips for your trade. Business success, that's what we'll create. They call it private practice, a world of its own, where entrepreneurs thrive and dreams are grown. From marketing strategies to financial know-how, I'll share the secrets, come on and take a bow. Welcome to the Private Practice Podcast, where I'll help you thrive and we'll have a blast. Tune in every Wednesday, and you'll soon see your business success. It starts with me.